one poking its head out. I don't want to talk too loud because they have very sensitive hearing, and this is a pair of bush babies. There might be others. Nice to have found a nest, because we come here at dusk one day and not before we have to use the light, get that sort of afterglow of sunset, we might get them silhouetted coming out of their hole, maybe sitting on the branch. I think they're a little bit intimidated by the light. I'm not going to keep it on them for too long, but they're also listening. They're focusing their hearing in various different directions. This is the lesser bush baby, or lesser Galago, Africa. Well, the smallest primate here in Kruger, not necessarily in Africa. Okay, one is the youngster, the one on the bottom looks bigger. Hope you can see them. Come out, children. Come on. Come on out. Reminds me of a little bush baby that was raised by friends of mine and released back into the area where he came from, which was around the house, the outside of their house. And he just reunited with another family of bush babies, and slowly but surely stopped coming back to the house. It was amazing how he recognized me after being away for about 3 months. Now they have very large eyes for their nocturnal vision, and their eyeballs are so big and their skull is so small that there's no room for the muscles to allow eye movement, and so they move their head to be able to see different directions. One of the reasons why that head is constantly moving like it is, and for them to focus stereoscopically, of course, they have to move their heads around a bit. Just dim the light on them a little bit. Light directly on them. You can see the light trying to bounce it off of the branch of this marula tree at the bottom left. Use some of that light to bounce up onto them. They first pick up the sound of a moth or an insect with their ears, and then of course with such big ears they're able to focus where that sound is coming from with their stereophonic hearing, and then as long as something is moving they'll pick it up, and they can take extremely big leaps from tree to tree. If trees are too far away, they'll jump almost lemur-like or kangaroo-like from tree to tree, bouncing on the ground like a rubber ball. I think the little one's getting restless. tail probably twice as long as the body. That's the little one's tail that just flopped out because it turned around. Now one of the things that they also do is they urinate on their hands and feet, and they wipe it everywhere, wherever they go, and that helps to demarcate their territory. Now in the dry season, when the insect numbers drop considerably, the diet changes from insect to the sweet sap of some of the trees, and they'll score the bark of a tree, like an acacia or something, with their canines, and then it'll exude sap or resin. And it can be, some of the acacias produce quite a sweet resin. A lot of primates do feed on it, but it's almost exclusively fed on in the dry season by bush babies. That sort of constitutes most of their diet. I don't think they're going to come out with the light on. If I just drop the light away from them for a bit, and just leave the camera where it is, it does probably look dark. Come on out, children. Hello, Marianne in Arkansas, asking if they vocalize. They do. They have communicative calls. They have a very loud clicking alarm call. They make like soft squeaking. Well, my friend Diane can make that noise because she was a bush baby's mother, but adopted mother. Like a splishing noise, the noise you do when you make the tool. I can't do it properly. Give them be. I think there's more than enough time to have some light on the little bush babies. And we're going to try and get out of here. Maybe if we can go over to Brent while I try and extricate myself from this sticky situation. But often we see bush babies when we're driving with the light, and when they're out and about before, or after they get out from their nests, from their holes in the trees that they live in. Once they're out and about and they're foraging, all you can really see sometimes is this little thing jumping from branch to branch. It's very hard to actually get them on camera. And the best thing is to find a place where they live that you can maybe see them emerging, and that was just very lucky. There's on the edge of a branch. Oh, yeah. Off he goes into the top of the tree. 2 leaps, it's jumped probably 15-20 feet up into the marula tree. Just see if the other one's coming out. Not yet, but the other one has gone way up into the tree now. There, in the light, just off to the left. Now I lost it.
Yeah, even to the left a little bit more.
There's the baby. And back in the hole. It's a little one. There he goes, coming back to baby. Maybe she caught something. And could be caught something and brought it back.
Oh, hello Mark.
Hello Brent.
How are you doing?
Good, and you?
Very well, thanks. We've just been playing some nightjar calls because we saw so many of them on the road. I had to turn off my light constantly.
Yeah.
So we decided to play some, and I'm just going to show everyone how difficult it is to identify them unless they're calling.
Yeah. Or you have a deceased specimen.
Exactly.
Hi everyone. Didn't get a chance to say goodbye, so I'm going to say goodbye and thanks. Hope you're having fun with those bush babies. Wow.
Awesome. I heard it on there.
And then just as we lost camera, the mum came back.
Oh.
And she picked up baby and she jumped up into the marula with the baby.
Oh, well,
fantastic.
Nice to know where they are, so they're going to be out of that hole again, hopefully.
Yeah. So, I'll let you finish with that.
Yep.
Folks, I'll see you tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining me this afternoon. I'm looking forward to the morning. And from Brian. And Thumb. I'll go and wait for Alex.
Second appearance. Okay, so quickly here you can see how difficult it would be to let me just move it a bit back and try to get how difficult it would be to identify a nightjar without it calling. So very similar. You start looking at who's got slightly longer white on the edge of the tail and white bars in the wings. So the best way to ID them is actually from their call. Anyway, guys, I think we are nearly up today, for tonight. Unfortunately, we didn't manage to find any of those leopards this afternoon, but it is the bush and that's the way it goes. Hopefully the guys will have more luck tomorrow morning. I'm not going to be out and drive tomorrow morning. It's my nap-in tomorrow. So I'll be back with you tomorrow afternoon, and it'll be Scott and Mark with you in the morning. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and hopefully the guys can find you some cats in the morning. But other than that, from all of us out here, it's been a great afternoon. I've thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have. And I will see you tomorrow afternoon, but you'll see Mark and Scott in the morning.